Hello, unscripter, and welcome to yet another video on my YouTube channel. I'm Gladys Nyambura and this is Gladys Unscripted. If you are new here, please consider subscribing to my channel. Why? Because you will get to enjoy so much stuff that I post, and I'm a very random person and I have everything on a playlist, so you could easily choose whatever to enjoy. And so please do consider subscribing. And also, like, another reason you should subscribe to my channel is because this is the 6th of December, and tomorrow, being the 7th of December, is my birthday. Like, I'm turning a year older, and so you subscribing is an enough gift for me. Thank you so much for watching me. Let's get into it. Now, today we are doing a bit of diving into some celebrity matters, and on today's topic we will be discussing cartoon comedian, real name Vanexxa Akinyi. To my understanding, she's 24 years old because she was born in 2000 and basically 2000. In 2022 she was 22 years old, so she might be 22 or maybe 23, turning 24, if at all it's not yet her birthday. Now, I have been a very big fan of cartoon comedian. I still am subscribed to her YouTube channel and follow her on all her socials despite everything, and I do understand that people grow, people change, and that is inevitable. Now, for a couple of months, this lady has not been as active on social media. Let me just give you a backstory. Cartoon comedian is basically an actor, a scripter, and a comedian in general. She has been all over our screens. She had been all over our screens for basically like some few years, and then all of a sudden she started doing music, and then after some time she just went mute. And after that, like some months later, we saw her in a relationship with a guy called Rotimi. I think Rotimi of Africa. Yeah. Now, I'm always one happy person for a babe that finally finds love, but this is just an observation. She's a very young lady, and I'm not being a prophetess of doom, but let me just say that whatever it is that she's doing on her socials, especially on her, well, there's this thing that she did. She went ahead and maybe deleted or maybe probably changed the privacy settings on her social media accounts such that all the comic skits are not visible to the public. So I'm not sure if she deleted or maybe she just changed the privacy settings. And also there were like it is alleged that regarding her name on, is it on YouTube, she no longer uses cartoon comedian, rather she uses Vanexxa Akinyi. Now, as I said earlier, I'm not against growth at all, because there's nothing I can do about growth. Now, it is alleged that the boyfriend is sort of in control of all these happenings on socials and on all like the streaming platforms. Now, as an elder sister, I might not be the best person to like advise this young lady, but for anyone watching me right now, you can bet that all these decisions that cartoon comedian is making, rather Vanexxa Akinyi is making, is affecting us in a way. The decisions are affecting us in a way. Why? Because she introduced this funny character to us and we embrace it, and also when she did music we loved it. But her going missing on social media is not something that I personally like or maybe feel connected with her on that level. But as an elder sister, I'd just like to say that if at all your man is making you make these decisions, that relationship is not right for you. And he could be, maybe he's not directly like making you change all these things, even like shave your hair and have like very short hair maintained and all that. And I also see that she just, I think they bought a house together or they moved into a new neighborhood together, which is perfectly fine. But if a man cannot accept you for who you really are, then you're not in the right relationship. I'd like to also mention that while she was using the user cartoon comedian on her, socials, she had this friend. I cannot really remember her name, but the lady also like stopped, or maybe like her life changed because she met someone, and so the dynamics of their relationship could not like allow her to continue maybe acting with cartoon or continue just doing content with cartoon. And so to my understanding, she moved to like a different country. And you know how relationships in that dynamic can be. It could be maybe she went there, and I've seen her severally, like I cannot remember her name, but most definitely if you go through cartoons content, she was the best friend. And so if you go through like these ladies cartoons friends pages and socials, I also follow her, you'll see that she continued acting even after getting married. I don't know what's happening to her right now. Maybe she could be pregnant or something. I don't know. I don't want to like meddle into someone's life and maybe like say stuff that is not real. But it's just an observation, and this is basically stuff that I know as a lady. It could be she's pregnant or something. And also like regarding cartoon, I don't know what's going on with her life, but if at all the man in her life is making her delete content from her social media, or rather have it on private on her socials and not accessible to her fans, and maybe or sort of maybe like trying to have her look differently. Maybe he doesn't like the comic or like the comedian bit of it. However, I don't agree. Like, I don't disagree. It could be cartoon is rebranding, but again, it's not in the right direction. That's all I'm trying to say. It's not in the right direction. As I said, I'm not a prophetess of doom. This is just, common sense, and this is out of experience and also out of observation from friends and families and every other person that you're close to. But again, if a man is coming into your life and controlling you like that, he's just not the right man for you. Another thing I'd like to let me just give you like what is more likely to happen, right? So we know cartoon as the cartoon comedian, as doing the comic skits, and all of a sudden she delves into her passion of music, love that for her. And at one point oh my god, at one point I actually thought she had changed into like an adult content model, like an OnlyFans type of shit, because she was posing with lingerie and then trying to be sexy, blah 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 blah. I feel like if at all she's lost, I feel like maybe she doesn't know what to do with her life and maybe she's lost. But I just think that she's just trying stuff that is not working. The other day she posted photos of herself posing. Oh, she was looking very cutesy and demure. And I'll put that picture so you can see. And the neighborhood was so clean and beautiful, and I was very much happy for her. But then the cycle continues. You start your thing, you're successful, and then a man spots you. It could be the man is actually like way more successful than she is. But then let me tell you, as a lady, it doesn't matter how much amount of money you have. Just have your little amount of money. Even if it's $100, just have it. Even if it's 1,000 Kenyan shillings, just have it, because that money will enable you to move from this place to this place. Now the young girl meets a man probably more successful than her with more money. And then unfortunately, maybe it could be she gets into a comfort zone, or so she stops doing her content, or maybe the man tells her, don't do this type of content anymore, it doesn't look well, or maybe it doesn't look okay to my brand or something like that, and the controlling starts. And then the lady probably is paid a certain amount of money every end month by this young man, let me not say young man, but this man that she is in a relationship with. And then she gets comfortable, she's given everything that she wants. And there's one time I watched what is it called, an interview she had with Obina, and her childhood, well, she's not from a well-off family like that, no, she's not. But at one point she went to an international school, I guess it was a sponsorship or something. She went into an international school. So this is someone who has and then something changed and she was back to like the normal life of, I don't know, ghetto or something. And so you can clearly see this is someone that has been exposed to like a soft life, like a high-end lifestyle, and so she could do like anything to get that back. In as much as she has like her own money, we know a man's money is way sweeter, especially a man that you're dating and is actually giving you this money without even having to ask. Now, so girl meets a boy and they fall in love, blah blah blah. They move into a very nice neighborhood, and you see like the moving into a nice neighborhood, it could be meant like he meant well and stuff like that, or both of them meant well. But at the end of the day, you're literally distancing this person from the people that she loves. Or maybe, and a part of me feels like every time this lady posts a photo or like a video, she seems to be very lonely, alone, and it's as if a part of her has died. I don't know. Again, as an observation as a lady, and any lady out there will definitely come out and say whatever I'm saying is true. A part of her seems to be dead, and so the man is like he's controlling her. Or maybe she's just in a, that road of self-discovery, but then deleting your content. Yeah. And so at the end of the day, a 24-year-old in a serious relationship, not doing anything for her life, this relationship is going to end. And I mean, like, it doesn't take a genius. It doesn't take a genius. And probably it could be the fact that her best friend, moved out of the country, and then maybe she was in a relationship. There's that thing that people like affects, like who you hang out with determines who you turn out to be. It could be when the best friend got into a relationship, Cartoon also felt she wanted like something similar. And so when Cartoon met this guy, and like they moved into a nice neighborhood, or maybe out of the country, I don't know where they moved to, but at the end of the day, you are more like this couple is more likely to separate. And it might not be so beautiful for Cartoon, because at her age she's put all her energy to this man. Even if it's not like to invest with him or anything, but she's just put down everything and is sacrificing everything for her. It could be even this man did not even ask her to do that, but as a lady, you just feel like obliged to do that when it comes to someone that you love. And when the relationship ends, you just end up being so hard, because whatever sacrifice you made were out of that selfless that you like is in you, and the passion that you have for other people. Now, what will happen when Cartoon comes back to her senses? And I know she will. Let me tell you, I will be here waiting to watch more of her content, or whatever it is that she rebrands into. But in the meantime, I'm just following her on all socials and subscribing, and I'm fully subscribed to whatever streaming service that she had in the past and still has. And I'm a big fan of this lady, but sweetheart, you're too young. to let your goal just go like that, to let your dream just go like that. And I watched just how mellow she is in interviews, very calm lady, girly, and I just could, like, this is someone that can be controlled so easily, and if someone needs rescuing, it's definitely her. Yeah. So anyway, what do I know? That is just my observation about cartoon comedian. I hope she comes back to her, senseis, and it's not my prayer that she falls out of love, but I mean, like, been there, we've seen that, like, it's just basic stuff that we know happens. And so I'm just wishing her well, and when the relationship comes to an end, I just hope that she will not go ahead and get pregnant with someone she will not spend the rest of her life with, because we all know that. I hope i hope everything goes well with her. Yeah. So that's it from me. I have been your host, Gladys Nyambura of Gladys Unscripted. Make sure you enjoy your morning, afternoon, evening, and night, depending on the time that you are watching this episode at. Bye and Merry Christmas.